No, this is fine.
That's just it.
Well, welcome to the Come On In podcast. This is definitely our first take.
Yeah.
And we're here sitting upstairs in my parents' house again.
Cozy.
Real
Hands
cozy.
underneath our blankets.
Snug as a bug in a rug, as they say.
Yep.
It's very cold outside.
It is.
It is. It's very cold.
It's California cold.
California
Yeah,
cold.
which means
But,
40 degrees.
But for California cold.
40
it's
degrees
still
is cold for
pretty
California, though.
That's true.
Yeah. So yeah, why don't we just go ahead and dive in, get started. Let's introduce ourselves. I'm Jack. We got.
My name is Stephen.
Yeah.
Welcome to the ASMR
That was me diving in.
podcast. I thought that was a bomb.
Yeah, me too. I was like, what the
What
fuck?
was that?
Like
Alright,
a-
well, I rolled
A
that.
heavy person.
You
Now,
didn't
could
even
you?
introduce
Yeah, you didn't even introduce
That's-
yourself.
I'm Jaydon.
Alright, well.
Couldn't think of a joke.
Alright, well, there you go. We got our bowl of topics.
Yeah, we got
as
a bowl of
did.
topics.
We're
Why
gonna
don't
drop
we
them.
we start with the coolest person? Take the first topic.
The joke here is nobody takes a fucking topic because we're not cool.
The joke is that we're all very modest.
Yeah, we're all trying to say it's like, I mean, you don't want to go in
Says
and
Jaydon.
We're all sweating.
oh,
The coolest person.
So
I'm handing
Steve-
it to Jake.
so
It's very cool.
Steven thinks that Jaden's the coolest person.
It's true.
And Jack hates Steven.
I'm wearing a windbreaker right now. I mean, it's hard to argue otherwise.
That's true. And a pink shirt with
Yeah.
rolled up jeans.
Oh, why don't we just get it going?
They're
Just
rolled up
fucking
all the way.
go.
They're rolled up all the way to the knee. It's like Mississippi style right now.
Is that...
He was just wading through a bog.
Yeah. That's what
Alright,
I
we
feel
got-
like. That's what I feel like whenever I use Jack's bathroom.
Fuck.
Mr. Chipotle.
Mr. Chipotle.
I haven't eaten Chipotle in so long.
No, that's true. Me and Steven probably eat Chipotle more than you do.
Oh, yeah.
I hate
Daily.
Chipotle. Can we insert this as a topic?
Yeah, well,
Just like
why?
fuck Chipotle.
We're getting no sponsorship deal. With Chipotle.
What's wrong with Chipotle? It's fine.
It sucks. It's not fine. It's like you're paying $9-10 for a burrito, and you're just
And 80% of it's sour cream.
Don't get
Honestly,
sour cream.
It's like, and it's like
I want sour cream.
Just ask for a little. You can specify.
Dude, they don't care.
they don't.
Give me a mountain of sour cream. Same amount.
No, seriously, whenever you get sour cream in a burrito, they always roll it up, and sour cream, like, seeps out the side of it.
Ew. Well,
And then
I
they
don't-
just don't give a fuck. They're just like, whatever, and they wrap it up. It's like, it's your problem now.
That's exactly the attitude they have there. It's just like, whatever, man. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm a Chipotle.
That's fucking all fast food, though.
No. Well, okay, actually, you're right. And
You're really ready to.
I don't
protest.
know. My chicken McNuggets aren't ever drenched in sour cream. So.
No, but
now that's the travesty. I want
I get
those.
the tacos
No, but it's
there.
like-
They're good.
But they're fine, and like you could get better at an actual taqueria and pay the same or less. You're not getting
Yeah.
anything, and like it's like
It's just convenient. It's fast food.
I know, but it's not good. I'd rather get McDonald's or go like.
You'd rather get
why
McDonald's?
Why is it more convenient to go to a Chipotle than to go to? Well, honestly, why is it more convenient to go there than to go to an actual taqueria? We live like in California. There's a taqueria on every corner.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we go to your fucking place all the time.
I go to my place all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we were
very
talking
good.
about that earlier.
Yeah, no, I
There's
go
a hole in the
Jack's
wall of
healthy
Mexican
eating
place.
habits.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go down a little.
That's not a topic in the bowl.
That is-
I spared you.
But no, Taqueria Los Pericos. It's in Campbell on Campbell Avenue.
Check it
if
out.
you're around, check it out. It's fantastic.
Pretty bomb.
There's one in Santa Cruz too.
But that's a different Taqueria Los Pericos.
It's a
Yeah, but
chain?
is it like
No,
Like a chain gang.
no, they're not at all the same.
what does Los Pericos mean?
The birds,
Oh, okay.
right?
That-
No, that's pájaros.
I don't fucking know. I never took Spanish.
Pericos.
Los
I don't
Pericos.
fucking know. Yeah,
I'm googling it.
Steven's.
Everybody
Googling.
keep talking while I Google.
But it's really good, and it's a
Philosophy.
lot better than Chipotle, and you paid, like I said, the same amount or less.
Well, there you go. You made your point, Jack.
I know.
I concede.
Okay, good, because you're wrong.
I secede
Are you the
from
South?
the Union.
Yeah, there we go. Nice.
It's a Mississippi throwback to the Mississippi talk.
Yeah.
It's a parrot.
Oh, a parrot.
Los Pericos.
Okay, that makes sense. So it was a kind of bird. I was kind of right.
It's
Yeah.
parrot toes.
All right, nice one, Jim.
All right, read the
Let's
topic.
let's read
All
the
right.
topic.
Get on with it.
Going nowhere fast.
Welcome to the show.
Bad Netflix shows.
Bad. Oh man, this is a gold mine.
Who's
Who's this? Is this
Mine.
yours, Jaden?
Yeah.
bad that Netflix shows?
Yeah, Bad Netflix. That's a good one.
Because they seem to be on the rise as of late.
Big mouth.
that's immediately came
Jack,
to mind.
well, How do you feel about Big Mouth?
Here's the,
I'm the only one here who's actually watched all of
I've never
Big Mouth.
seen it. It just looks disgusting and didn't sound very funny from what I heard.
Big Mouth wasn't very good, but
It reminded Jack of his boner days.
Boner days?
Otherwise, it was puberty.
back when I used to be able to get a boner. Those days are
Now he has
long gone.
ED.
Jack is also a 65-year-old man. That is worth noting.
If you hadn't guessed by now. But no, I will watch the second season because there's going to be a second season. The characters were surprisingly good. There were occasions the graphics were not good. shitty animation.
It just looks gross.
It-
All the characters are grotesque.
See, I feel like
It's not entire. There are far more grotesque shows than.
I feel like in an attempt to try to branch off from the classic, like, you know, Simpsons, Family Guy, like Futurama, I don't know, Adventure Time, like those kind of different styles of animation, which are like at least somewhat appealing to the eye.
I like those.
People are trying hard to like think of like to draw in a way that is different, but it looks like fucking horseshit.
It does.
It looks like garbage.
No, honestly, more than anything, it just looks lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what I don't get is who is that meant? Is it meant to appeal to? Because it's about puberty, but it's not like a kids show.
No,
it's not like an
meant to appeal
educational
to,
thing.
mid-20s.
I don't know who wants to watch that shit. Like a fucking 20-year-old.
Apparently, plenty of people, and I'll tell. The reason I watched it is because I looked it up, and it got rave reviews.
No, I know everybody fucking likes it. I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, not everybody, but
All the normies, dude.
yeah, all the normos. Shout outs to Ian Gordon.
People who rate people who rate things on the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
People with Yelp accounts.
Well, who? It wasn't. I Hate Everything. He reviewed it.
No.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah. He didn't like
He
it.
didn't like it. No, he.
Big surprise. He hates everything.
well, you got him in there. But no, I thought Big Mouth was actually alright, and I would watch it. But there were a lot of low moments, too many musicals, some gross shit. I don't like Nick Kroll, just generally.
Really? You think he's just not funny?
I fucking hate him. I hate his voice. I hate the characters he portrays.
The Nick Kroll show had some funny bits. I think I never really watched.
I never really.
What's that
watched
show even about?
It's just like a sketch show. It's like
Yeah.
sketch comedy.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Sketch comedy shows are just
They're hit and miss.
no. They're just like they need to like change or
Really?
just fucking die out. Yes, because there's nothing like I don't think I could get anything interesting from a sketch comedy show anymore.
Key and Peele's good.
Key and Peele was the last show that did it funny for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like the first season of Key and Peele was really funny,
And Key and Peele's.
but I was a
Key
very
and Peele wore out really quick too.
They still have some good stuff. Like I don't know. I don't really watch really any TV. But
I really hate how with Key and Peele, like it's still being quoted today, like as if it's something new and funny. Like seriously, like last year in some fucking class I was in, some course, I don't remember what I was, but people were talking about like Ron, yeah, and just laughing their asses off,
Yes,
and I'm like, who the fuck are you? That actually is like 5 years old.
I think that's.
And it was kind of.
Well, you're wrong.
Dude,
That's not
you don't
it's
think
not
the
funny. Dude, I thought it was funny when I was fucking in middle school.
Yeah,
and that shit
the
came
first
out.
time I watched it, I was like, now it's just like, okay, he's pronouncing the names wrong. Big deal.
Fuck. Well, whatever. Fuck you.
The Hurt Steven episode.
Ron is funny. Fuck you. Well, if you explain any joke, it doesn't really sound funny, but.
That's not true, actually.
Fuck you. I'm just salty because I like the Ron joke. I don't know. I like the East-West Bowl because like it's making fun of like football players who have just ridiculous names.
Yeah, but then they kept doing it.
Well, I know.
They
I'm
did,
not
like,
saying
4
I
episodes,
defend making 3 of them, but I thought it was funny. Like there's a real NFL player called DeBrickashaw. That's his last name. Like shit like that. Like I thought that was funny to parody. I don't know. They have other good stuff, but yeah, sketch comedy in general is just hit or miss.
What other sketch shows exist?
Like SNL.
Dimitri Martin.
Dimitri Martin.
SNL's been bad lately
Yeah.
for a while.
Important Things was great.
Yeah.
I never
Portlandia.
Portlandia.
Portlandia is really hit or miss.
They're doing their and they've heeded my words on this podcast episode. And they're making their last season.
I didn't know that.
They're
Yeah,
like,
they have some really funny shit, but I'd never like sat down and watched a full season or anything.
no, I never got on that train. I didn't. It's something on paper that I think I would enjoy, but watching it,
They're
like
funny.
it's just
The 2 of them are good
Yeah.
comedians, but
I really like Fred Armisen.
Yeah, I really like Fred Armisen too.
Shit.
Yeah, don't touch that.
Sorry, everyone who heard the thunk.
Steven's playing footsie with the mic right now.
Well, for your topic, bad Netflix shows, it's pretty much just Netflix originals. Don't you think?
Well, that's not true, but those are definitely the standouts.
The standout really.
Because they get bumped to the top.
Netflix like
there's plenty of other garbage on Netflix.
Oh yeah, of course.
Zumbo's Just Desserts.
Dude, shut up. Zumbo's Just Desserts is a masterpiece.
Actually, Zumbo's Just Desserts might be great, but we only watched 5 minutes of it, and Stephen was hammering.
I had no idea.
So I was more watching him roll on the floor than I was watching Zumbo's Just Desserts.
Watching Zumbo's Just Desserts, I was just on the floor. Oh, not knowing what the fuck was going on.
Well, I wrote this topic and just so I could bring up the show Coach Snoop.
What is that?
It's fucking so Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
right?
no, someone was talking to me about that recently.
I think it was me.
Yeah.
So Snoop Dogg apparently has he sponsors like a high school inner city football team.
Yeah.
Of people like kids from Compton, and the name of the show being Coach Snoop, you would think that he would coach the kids.
Yeah.
But that's not the case because Snoop Dogg, Snoop from Star Wars. Snoop doesn't fucking know how to coach, so he basically hires coaches to coach them. So it's really just your average, inner city football team.
Wait, so is it like a reality thing or is it like?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a reality show, but it's just weird.
Football?
It's weird. It's hardly about football.
Oh.
It's kind of just about Snoop humble bragging the entire time, and then inviting kids to play basketball over in his mansion, and
Come to my mansion.
and all of these coaches.
Snoop Dogg sounds like.
Yeah, it's me,
I'm Snoop Dogg. Na 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 na.
He's like a mascot for a cereal.
Or a Batman.
Eat some Snoopos for breakfast.
A Batman villain.
You know what he reminds me of? Actually, oh, you guys haven't seen 30 Rock. And people in the audience who know Meat Cat.
Meat Cat, how's it going?
You know what I'm talking about. He does that voice.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I've seen the first half of 30 Rock. The first half of the show.
Now, let's talk about good Netflix shows.
No, let's keep talking about. Let's keep talking about
Jack
Coach
immediately
Snoop.
shut down. No, let's not.
No, something that's so.
What is there to talk about Coach Snoop?
We were watching. So me and a few friends were watching this the other night. And I was totally sober, but they were all fucking super baked.
Yeah.
And something we all noticed was that it would show this that Snoop's team play against other teams. They would either go fly to fucking Houston or Seattle or somewhere, or they just play home games. Yeah. And straight up, Snoop would just say the N-word at the kids and at the refs, and we were all you would get. Literally, they would just end the game there. They'd be like, yep, okay. That's such a penalty that you just wouldn't be able to continue. Yeah, but it keeps happening. And it's not oh, well, there's some unspoken rule. It's Snoop and the really angry coaches that he hires to coach the kids are the only ones saying it. And the refs, that they're just this, I know I'm being paid $5,000 to...
Snoop saying the N-word with the hard R at all his players.
Well, no, there's no hard R, but
just a funny image.
But it's so weird because it's not.
It just sounds weird.
Other swear words are. I think actually this might not be true, but I think other swear words are censored on that show, but that's not.
Really?
It's you'd think that would be. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like network television doesn't censor that because I remember watching the Eric Andre show and they didn't censor it, but then they censor other things.
I remember one time someone, I don't know if he slipped up or if it was in the script, but one of the members of SNL said the N-word under his breath and then
wasn't that Michael Shea? Something? Yeah. One of the new. Oh, God, I hate the new Weekend Update people on SNL. What is it? Colin Jost, Michael Shea.
Shay Carl.
Shay Carl? Dude, someone...
You guys remember Shay Carl?
I do remember Shay Carl.
He's a huge YouTuber.
Discount Philly DeFranco. That's always I saw.
He's a guy.
Listen, I feel like Shay Carl...
Shay Carl was the first vlogger, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He did family vlogs.
Yeah, but he was he seemed like a cool guy.
I know who that
but
is.
But he disappeared. I was actually watching a video recently at 3 a.m. As you
that.
Do, of YouTubers who YouTubers...
what happened to that? What Looper? Why Hollywood won't hire blank anymore?
Shit like that. Yeah.
I watched it.
Me at 4 a.m. Zippo lighter tricks.
Yeah, it was top 10 YouTubers who crashed and failed or some shit some shit like that. Because it was after the whole Logan Paul thing. But Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Let's just make sure the computer didn't turn off.
But apparently he... I don't remember the story.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine. There was some... Well, apparently he just, like, dropped off the grid completely. Like, deleted all social media, deleted his YouTube.
Oh,
like,
really?
absolutely everything just went completely off the grid. After something happened that I can't remember for the life of me now.
He, like, died or something.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Something like that. Got convicted.
No, there was like, some allegation. There was some allegation about him.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah.
God, you remember?
Oh, I remember what it was.
Tobuscus.
It
You're
was
about to bring up Tobuscus.
It
right
was
here, dude.
He some cam girl like posted chat logs that he had with her of just like vile stuff that he was saying, and like he has like a wife and like kids because that was his whole platform. So he's doing like the family vlogs, and this cam girl posted all that stuff, and he boom disappeared.
Yeah, well.
Yeah,
that's a shame, man.
Yeah, that's a shame.
I feel like at that point it's too
that's a
late.
shaman.
Fucking everybody knows.
What?
Shaman, you know shamans?
I know it's shaman. Yeah, what's the relevance?
You know,
it wasn't really just a play on words.
That's not how that works.
It's a double entendre. It's a double
enchilada.
Now that's something I can get behind. Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog's friends with a red enchilada.
Fabio enchilada. All right, well, we're good to move on. Any more shows you'd like to comment on?
I'm sure there's plenty, but we should just move on.
Broach Snoop.
What?
It's like Snoop with Snoop Dogg, but it's like a Medea's kind of situation where he dresses up like an old lady.
He wears brooches.
Netflix, come at me. We live in Los Gatos, which is where well some of us do. Yeah. Which is where Netflix HQ is.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
I always forget about that.
Yeah.
It's
literally
right across the street from where I work.
Yeah.
Netflix HQ. We're the hub.
I'm
targeted.
You're outing yourself.
All right, moving on. Most overrated bands. Who's that?
Well, we gotta go with Radiohead. Gotta start off the party. No, I'm kidding.
I mean
that wasn't me. That must have been Jaydon. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Overrated bands.
I'm conflicted because they're like one of my favorite bands, if not my favorite. But they're probably. I mean, it's like the Beatles. I don't know. You guys are not gonna agree with this, but like, I mean, I think the Beatles are really good. But it's like there's no way they could ever live up to the hype that they've garnered.
No, I don't think that the Beatles are bad. Is that what you're saying? I
don't know how popular the Beatles are in this trio, but I don't know. Yeah, I feel like Radio's the same thing. But they're like great, but I don't know if it's possible to live up to the hype that
I think they're. I don't. I don't fucking know. What else? The Mars Volta.
What?
That's true.
I know of them. I've never listened to them.
I mean, they're just like the like. Oh, like I listen to like prog. I listen to like modern prog. It's like they're just not that great.
I didn't really know it.
A lot of overrated bands.
I'd say.
See, I almost wrote overrated indie bands, but I was like, just overrated bands in general.
What's What's the guy's name? He's like Connor Oberst or something. Bright Eyes.
Bright Eyes, yeah.
I hate Bright Eyes. I don't get it. I think he's fucking pretentious.
What else? Like Real Estate.
Oh wait.
All those like like I could just go on fucking like Twin Peaks the band, Ways Blood, Surf Curse.
These all sound like fucking indie surfer bands.
Indie, just fucking indie
generic,
pop, generic indie pop bands. I love indie pop. Like you guys know me.
Beach House is pretty overrated.
Beach House is overrated.
They're very average.
I think Arcade Fire is incredibly overrated.
Arcade Fire are incredibly overrated.
I never actually thought about that. They are really, Because, I mean, other than Funeral and, like, some songs off albums,
Funeral is, like, fine.
Yeah, Funeral is I really like Funeral, but it's not, like, it's not one of the best albums of all time. Because a lot of people, like on Pitchfork, it's, like, number 5 ranked on, like, the best albums of all time.
No. For me, it's, like, in the 20s, maybe. If it was, like, in my top 100 list or whatever. And, like, the teens. But yeah, I mean, other than Funeral and some songs off Neon Bible and some songs off of...
No, that's the thing. I think on all their albums they have songs that are good.
Yeah, but they're not very consistent ever since Funeral. Especially not their new stuff.
No, I've heard it. It's not a band, but I feel like Kanye. I really like a lot of Kanye, but I still feel like he's crazy overrated.
Ian would have your neck if he did.
A lot of people would.
People worship Kanye.
But I mean, I don't really get Kanye, to be honest. Like, I like some songs, but I never understood the hype behind him. So I don't know if I can call him overrated. I just don't really get why people are so obsessed with him.
I really love My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I actually really love the first half of Yeezus. I hate the second half of Yeezus.
That's so weird how that can happen.
What else? I feel like I like a lot of other Kanye, but I don't know.
There's some songs off Pablo that are really good.
Yeah, there are some good songs from Pablo. The early stuff, College Dropout and Late Registration. Again, I feel like those are actually two of the more overrated Kanye records. The early ones. Yeah,
people suck those fucking
graduates.
Late Registration.
I don't know why I said Graduation.
No, Graduation is one of his albums, but it's a later one.
Yeah, it's after.
It's 2005 or something. I don't know Kanye very well.
It's 4 years after Late Registration.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the one that's stronger on it. I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, fucking quick little segue or whatever.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
What?
That everyone thinks it's strong. Kanye West wrote Stronger.
No, because there's some fucking kid in middle school who's like, dude, Daft Punk ripped off Stronger.
I don't know, but I feel like
that's the classic.
Yeah, I feel like everyone.
That's like my uncle works at Nintendo. Yeah, no, I get it, but
it's not that. It's like, World War II totally ripped off Call of Duty.
No, but they were serious. They weren't just fucking with me.
I know, but this is middle school.
I know, but I'm still mad about it. Fuck him.
I think the world's changed since then.
Fucking Garrett from middle school. That's not his
Garrett.
name. I don't remember who it was, but fuck him. It's on the bus, I remember.
Dude, the freaking Fantastic Four totally ripped off the Incredibles.
I forget you guys didn't have buses.
No, we've never had
one.
You know, thinking about...
I used to ride a bus to school when I lived in Oregon.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they've never had buses, but they're actually thinking about, with so many kids in the school district, here now they're thinking about implementing a school bus.
They should.
They should.
It's a part of growing up.
It's part of getting bullied when you're a kid.
Yeah, it's just part of the process. Getting bullied on the school bus.
Getting gum in your hair from being stuck under the seat.
Jaydon, oh my god.
I'm just thinking cliches right now.
Oh, okay.
No, I've never been on a school bus.
Right.
Well, actually, that's not true. I've been on school buses for sports events and for choir events.
Yeah, they
like field trips and stuff.
Yeah. Not even field trips.
Really?
Field trips. I remember we just carpool.
Yeah.
My god! I remember when I was in elementary school and we were going to our class was going to the planetarium.
Yeah.
Right. And we got randomly assigned carpool groups and it was kids' parents. And I remember this one kid. It was his mom carpooling, and she had a minivan, and oh my god, the minivan reeked like wet dog, reeked. And when I was a kid, I had really bad migraine problems.
Jaydon throws up.
No, I actually felt incredibly carsick, and I had a huge huge the
No, I actually get
and
that.
It was actually I was gagging.
I actually get that.
Yeah, and you don't want to say anything because it's rude.
Yeah.
And the mom was super nice, and I remember that she had to stop at home to get something, and so it took twice as long. And I was like, "Oh my god!"
A gas mask. In the backseat.
Pretty much. I remember. Yeah. And also my mom used to do carpool for some of the field trips, and I remember someone threw up in her car, and I wasn't in the car because I don't think you get assigned with your parent or whatever. Yeah. But yes, or someone threw up a little bit, and literally my mom stopped the car and had to open the door, and the person ran out just vomiting all over themselves because it was they had to go. It was somewhere in Santa Cruz, so they had to go over 17. It was really windy.
I just had this memory. I don't remember. It was maybe we were old enough where this wasn't acceptable. I feel really bad for this kid, but I think his name was Aiden or something. We were all
Aiden, you're getting called out.
Yeah, shout out to Aiden. I'm sorry, you're not gonna like this story.
Aiden, what a shit.
Not a happy story.
What a bad name.
We were all taking a test, and
oh god, did he shit himself?
No. So we're all taking a test, and he's like, "Choo-choo, can I go to the bathroom?" It's we should have gone before. Now you're taking the test. I can't go. And he's like, "No." You can tell he's sitting there and struggling, and then all of a sudden he's crying. He's like, "I'm sorry." And he ran to the class. There's a puddle in his seat, and he fucking pissed himself. It was mortifying. I felt so bad.
Wait, what grade was this?
We were in middle school. Old enough where that shouldn't be happening.
Old enough where you will never live it down.
Yeah, people were laughing, but we were mostly just oh god. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
I know, I felt terrible.
Apologizing.
I know.
Oh my god.
I feel terrible. That must be the worst
tragic.
I know.
That's written by fucking Socrates. Right
there. Common playwright Socrates.
Jaydon get roasted.
Your face. Jaydon very angry with me right now.
The Odyssey?
Socrates didn't write
Socrates
the Odyssey.
didn't write the Odyssey?
No, it was Plato wrote the Odyssey. No, wait, who wrote the Odyssey?
Homer. Was
No.
it
Homer. Oh my god.
It's alright.
stupid.
Go.
That Homer.
Smudge.
Yeah, Jack tried to do
Matt Groening wrote the Odyssey through Homer.
Smudge. Is that bad?
What?
Of like a Homer.
Why do you put an S at the beginning of it?
Smart?
Because that was the joke. Because at the
Okay.
because at the coffee shop.
Okay, explain. Give context.
I was getting coffee with Jaydon earlier, and I was asked what size I wanted, and I started to say small, and at the same time I said large, so I said smarge, and then the guy was like, oh, smarge, and then I was like, oh, large, so I said smarge,
And Jack just
that was funny.
And then no one
But
laughed.
no one laughed. It just sounded like I was impersonating like
A disabled
in very
person.
poor taste a disabled person.
Yeah, I didn't. He missed the mark very much. So I didn't even know what he was talking about. I just gave him the look.
Yeah, he gave me a dirty
The
look.
look of disapproval.
But I thought it was fun. We started on overrated bands. I'm about to get a lot of hate for what I'm about to say.
What?
I think Nutria and Milk Hotel are one of the most overrated bands.
I don't think. I mean, I can see it. I'm not that upset about that. I get it. They've only had 2 full albums.
I think that's part
But
of the
one
reason.
of their albums gets its dick sucked beyond belief.
Yeah.
And like I just think that's not. It's just not deserving
No,
of that.
it's-
It's good. I really like
I mean,
it, but it's just not deserving. of
Again,
all
I
praise it
I
gets.
like agree, but I also love that album, so I don't fucking know where that puts me.
I don't know. I feel like any group of people who says a specific album is just amazing. It just. I don't know.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You can't
I don't know.
think
Like people talk about like Pink Floyd,
Yeah.
like Dark Side of the Moon. It's like it's just so. It's just transcendental. It's like
Transcend.
It's like I don't get it.
Well, you just don't get it.
But
But
don't
you feel that way
about that album that we're talking
Yeah,
about?
no,
and the
I
other
really
one
like that. That's one of my favorite albums.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't think I don't know. Like it's just something.
Have you never heard a record that made you feel that way? Like this is like.
Yeah, but those things are always incredibly like personal. Like I've never felt like music is like this is just like a bottom line. Like this album is so good. It's just
like
a
objectively.
truth. Yeah, where certain
see.
certain albums like get to a point where they just kind of take on that life.
Yeah.
I guess.
There's some things you can measure and some things like you can't with music as far as like what's objectively good and what's not.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, I mean like talent wise, like if someone's really proficient at singing or playing guitar or songwriting, that stuff you can measure. But other than that, I mean, even within that, people have different tastes. So I actually have to pee really bad.
I thought you went before.
I'm not gonna pull an Aiden on the fucking podcast. I apologize. I'll be fast.
Yeah, wait, you did go to.
I know, but I just
Steven
guzzled some tea.
Rattlebladder.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha! I'll just yell from back here, so you know I'm not leaving the room. I'm still here. I'm still here.
Is it register?
Yeah.
All right, so participate, Steven. We can still hear you if you shout.
Okay.
Do we want to pick a new topic?
Damn, I was gonna say something else. Oh,
what were you gonna say?
I kind of want to segue into a different topic that's not on the.
Okay, what?
Just best albums of last year of 2017.
Oh my god.
Like just albums that not the best albums, just albums that stood out to you. Stood out to you as really good or really bad, maybe.
See, I can't. I'm really bad. I haven't been doing the new music thing.
Oh, see, I really have been doing the new music thing.
Yeah, Steven, how have you been with keeping up with new music? Close the door, Jermaine.
What's that?
How have you been doing with keeping up with new music?
Very poorly. I actually don't listen.
Steven listens to all, no offense. You listen to all the same music.
No,
like,
I do. I haven't listened to much new
That's
anything.
true.
It's because Steven has an iPod and he doesn't have any streaming services. So he just.
Well, and I don't go on Pitchfork. I don't go on Moo. I don't really find out about what's coming out.
I don't really either. So if I listen to a new album, it's either because through whatever mediums I have, or someone will tell me about it. But I really don't seek out new music much.
No, me
as in being created recently. I listen to plenty of music that's new to me.
Yeah.
But new music, I'm trying to think. I feel like all the albums that I would mention, you guys wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Well,
probably
Forever by Code Orange.
Yeah.
Was fantastic. I played you one of their songs in the car. That was the metalcore song with the clean female vocals.
Oh yeah, I like that. I think.
Yeah.
I kind of remember.
It's fantastic.
Oh wait, no, I did like that. Just metal with clean vocals just sounds so much better. I wish all metal was like that.
Yeah, I used to feel that way, but
Then I became a patrician.
No, I don't know. Like, scream vocals are definitely an acquired taste.
I mean,
I
they
feel like
fit.
once you acquire
They fit.
them, yeah,
You know, to an extent,
but I
still
honestly,
sound
some of my favorite vocalists are
Our howler monkeys.
yeah, sirens,
Well, yeah, like I mean, I've showed
banshees.
well, yeah, no, one of them, Chip King.
The Banshees.
Chip King. That
Yeah.
sounds like a jazz singer.
No, he's the
Chip King, everybody.
he's the vocalist and the guitarist from The Body.
Oh, really? He's
Yeah.
got a cool
Do you
name.
listen?
And he sounds like nice, Jaydon.
I was gonna say,
None of that.
no. That's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, do you
What?
listen to the Banshees? You ever listened to the Banshees before? They're like a goth band. From
Oh
the
yeah,
80s.
like Susie and the Banshees.
Susie and the Banshees. Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
I think the only thing I've listened to last year, well, not the only thing, but the only thing I could think of was that Chad Van Galen record.
No, pure comedy.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, like I said.
Wait, what was This Old Dog last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That was really good.
Is that my favorite? I don't know if I like that more than pure comedy, actually.
Really?
Yeah, they're
I
close.
know that I like it.
I know
more
that
than
I like
Pure
that
Comedy.
more than pure.
Really?
Comedy.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought like that album was really underrated, which is depressing because I feel
Yeah.
like usually Mac DeMarco's incredibly overrated in terms of quality of his albums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, this is like a really mature, like solid all the way through record. Everyone's like, it's too sad. It's like, what?
Too
That's
much.
like-
Meanwhile, fucking Phil Levram releases fucking A Crow Looked at Me, and everyone's like, oh my god, it's the best.
That's
Which it is a great album,
Yeah,
but
good
also
reason.
it is incredibly sad. So I feel like it being sad is not a good enough answer.
but like I mean,
It's
you
just
gotta
down
look at it.
tempo.
Well, no, like the microphones or I suppose now it's Montieri. But like Phil Levram, there we go. He's like known for creating sad shit.
Yeah.
Mac DeMarco is known for creating fucking like, you know,
How's
like,
your heart?
Your heart. So every song about heart.
Heart
Heart
like
in,
hers.
in time and her and she
Yeah.
and
But
me.
like that's what he.
Should
And so
be.
people who are into what Phil Levram's doing are like expecting something sad, and they got something really fucking
Yeah,
sad.
well, they'll get
but
it.
like people who are like into Mac DeMarco casually aren't expecting like, oh, it's too sad. I don't think that album is.
No,
too sad.
there's only a few like really slow sad songs on that record.
yeah.
There's only like one or two.
And it's funny because I think I thought people the category of people who listen to Mac DeMarco would be into something more down tempo and slow and kind of ethereal.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yeah, like fucking, I could totally imagine like getting super baked and listening to this album and thinking it was amazing, as opposed to like another one of his. I don't know. I feel like
Another one.
as opposed to I didn't really like another one that much.
Really?
I think another one had like 3 or 4 really good songs on it, but then
Yeah.
the rest were just like I don't.
How many songs are on it? Like 7?
8.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
It's a pretty long EP.
Yeah, I don't really care for that.
Yeah, it's alright.
What else came out last year?
I listened to a lot of
Gorillaz? Did that come out last year?
yeah, Humans.
Yeah, I never listened to Humans.
You wouldn't like it at all, Steven.
You said like a couple months ago, you were like, I think you'd really like it.
Now in retrospect, I think you.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not even a big Gorillaz fan.
Yeah,
in the first
exactly.
place.
And
Yeah,
if you're
that's
not, there's
probably-
nothing for you to gain from it.
Yeah.
It's just no. I think Humans is pretty bad, honestly.
I don't think it's bad. I just think it's really weak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
seems-
well, I mean, obviously, like he's not gonna make a bad. I just don't really enjoy.
For Gorillaz, I was just really surprised at like how just plain it was.
Yeah.
Because the Gorillaz are like every record. Like sometimes I'll not like. I remember when I first started listening to Gorillaz, I would not like a song or an idea because I was like, oh, like I don't know, like it was just new because it was new to me.
Yeah.
Like a concept, I'm like, I don't know if this works. Like fucking Syrian orchestral music mixed with dance hall, like it sounds stupid. But then the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, oh, this like it totally grows on me. But with this, it's like stuff I'd all heard before, and I was like, yeah, like I think I don't like this just because it's just not that good.
Yeah.
And it did grow on me a little bit, but I'm like, yeah, it's easily their weakest record, easily. And people who sucked, like, because I think their first record's pretty good, but I think people suck that record's dick, like, really hard.
Is that the one with the buggy on it?
Yeah. People are like, that's an amazing record. And I'm like, I thought that was always their weakest record. I'm not counting The Fall, because that's, like, a project. It's not
Yeah.
SoundCloud
I'm trying to
album.
see. It's because because I don't seek out newly released music.
Yeah.
Even when I do listen to it, I don't really classify it as being that because I it's another album that I've like listened to, but it's not like a new album, so like it's difficult for me to like access. The Body released an album last year that was really good.
The Body and Full of Hell.
The Body and Full of Hell. The Body themselves released an album, and the Body and Full of Hell's new album. I just got.
Is that a collaboration?
Yeah.
The Body is Full of Hell.
I'm actually wearing a Full of Hell t-shirt right now. Shoutouts to Full of Hell. No kidding. Yeah, no kidding.
Olive Jack. We don't have to get it.
No more pigeonholing, Stephen.
Sorry.
I have one Full of Hell t-shirt and one Full of Hell sweatshirt that I wear a lot. But no, the Full of Hell also released an album called A Home on Earth last year, like around Christmas time. That was.
What's it called?
A Home on Earth.
Oh, okay.
It was really good, and I actually got it just today on cassette. It arrived at my house. I'm looking forward to listening to that.
You're looking forward to getting your cassette player.
I have like 5 cassette players.
Yeah, Jade, get on his level.
Yeah.
I'm on the
5.
level.
Alright, let's draw.
I wanted to pick it.
Drum roll.
Oh, I got my own. Getting away with murder.
Is there an anecdote here?
Yeah.
Is this the scoop of the year?
Funnily enough, I was actually talking to a coworker. No. I was talking to a coworker recently.
I killed my coworker the other day.
And he
was talking to his ghost.
He said
sorry, spirits.
There we go.
The horse from the movie.
What?
Spirit.
Oh, fuck you! That movie sucks.
That was the first movie I ever saw in theaters.
That movie sucks.
I was fucking 4 years old.
I know. So was I. I was like 6, and I thought this is fucking garbage.
Dude, I straight up peed my diaper in the theater.
It's a very pee-themed episode. I straight up peed myself.
It was so good I peed my diaper.
So anyway, I was talking to my coworker, and it kind of came up out of nowhere, and he was like, I feel like you could get away with killing someone, but like you would, like if you told nobody, like ever, you could tell absolutely not a single person. Yeah. And I think that's kind of true. I definitely don't think that you could tell anyone if you killed someone, but it definitely would be possible, and I've thought about this before. Like, if you just like, I don't know, like if you're just like in like a dark place, like at nighttime, just like a homeless person
by yourself,
by yourself, and you just fucking stab them a shit ton of times.
Well, see, that's
and
the
you
thing.
Don't leave the knife there.
Yeah,
Every
exactly.
fucking Law and Order episode. Oh, he dumped it in the garbage 10 feet away.
Yeah.
What fucking idiot would do that?
Or keeps it in their fucking house or some shit. No, but also the thing is, I think
Melts
the one variable is if it's someone who would have people who would care about their
That's why I'm saying, like, you just pick like a fucking
vagrant.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's what. That's...
Like, I'm sorry, homeless people. I have a lot of empathy for the situation.
They're not listening to this.
But Jesus Christ,
they don't have homes or phones.
No, dude, Silicon Valley fucking homeless people have like computers. They sit outside fucking Starbucks.
That's true.
They're onto us.
But no, I do have a lot of empathy. But I'm sorry. Like, God, now I feel really bad.
No.
I'm not saying that, like...
Shame.
No.
This is the shame segment.
We just shame people.
Well, I mean,
but like...
Everybody, #shame Jack.
It is more likely that a homeless person would have less people...
Oh, yeah.
That would care about their
wasn't
deaths.
Wasn't this a thing? Okay, I'm getting into fucking...
Especially the law doesn't care about fucking homeless people dying.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say that this is a conspiracy theory. I don't know if it was confirmed or not, but like the government was like testing on homeless people.
Yeah, I've heard
and
of
shit
that.
like that because nobody would
testing
believe them.
What? Like having them take the SAT, see the question really hard.
You guys are fucking smart. No,
man, I don't know
like
why are you guys homeless.
Like, wish there's somebody to get you off the streets.
I think it was
bye.
I don't know if it's the same as MK Ultra. If that was, I think that's something different.
That is different.
I think they were just testing like brainwashing techniques on them and shit like that. And like nobody believed him. It's like, oh, this crazy homeless person. Yeah. That's fucked.
This crazy this homeless guy's brain is really clean. That's really odd for a homeless person.
Jesus Christ.
What is it?
It's a brainwashing joke.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, that's shit.
Boom.
So speaking of chemtrails, I don't know. Fuck, I can't remember. We've been playing this phone game recently called Fight List. The three of us. Where
download it on.
Download Fight List. We're not sponsored.
I'm gonna play right now.
It's free, basically. Don't play right now.
I was joking. They can't tell.
We can.
No, we're sitting in the same room with you.
You guys are a bunch of narcs.
You are playing Fight List.
You guys are a bunch of narcs, dude.
But anyway, it's like a timed thing. It gives you a category, and you have to just type in things that fit under that category. And so the category, I was playing with my mom actually.
I play with my mom too.
Yeah, it was things that you see in the sky, and I put in chemtrails, and it worked. It gave me points for it.
Well, yeah.
And was she like, "What's chemtrails?"
What's that?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you.
No,
What is the theory of chemtrails? Like, it's like the government, like, dropping chemicals in the sky?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's, like, from airplanes, though?
Yeah, well, you know, like, when airplanes go by and they leave, like, the vapor.
Yeah.
Like, their theory is that, like, airplanes are actually dropping...
Because there's
Is it a vapors look?
No.
There's no reason that... It's like, there's no reason that an airplane that this century should be leaving those trails. People like, it's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I haven't done my research on either side of the argument. So it's just my favorite King Cruel album cover. His new album, The Ooze, had a chemtrail on the front cover, and then people fucking on Instagram like just take pictures of chemtrails and do hashtag The Ooze.
I got this new album. It's called The Ooze.
Yes.
King Cruel.
my
favorite new band,
Dumb Surfer.
Well, I don't know shit about.
Let's get King Cruel on InfoWar.
Alex Jones. Yeah, there you go. Well, we covered all of these.
Yeah.
But yeah,
well,
no, I feel
what
like...
was the topic? Oh, yeah, murder, sorry.
Yeah, there's like murdering people.
Making a murder.
You guys, like, ever wanted to?
Kill someone?
Yeah.
No.
I think I wanted to hurt someone. I don't think I've ever wanted to kill someone.
I've never wanted to kill... It's never...
Oh, yeah, me neither. Totally, not at all.
But I have thought about, like, how you would get away with it. If
Yeah, I feel like most people
I
have.
feel like I don't know. You could totally set it up that it'd be easy to get away with.
I feel that way, too.
Yeah, like, if you're just, like, out somewhere by yourself, kill them with some weapon that you take with you and don't fucking leave, it's like, nobody knows. That's, like, it. Like, they could have a motive, like, if you, like, you know, they knew you personally or something. Or you were last seen with them. But other than that, scot-free. Just some advice for you people at home, in case you're planning on murdering someone. Use an icicle. Most untraceable weapon.
Thanks, fucking Lenin.
What?
Or no, who...
That was an ice pick.
Ice pick. Oh, well, that is
Wasn't
very traceable, obviously.
Wasn't he in Mexico?
Yeah, he was in
Yeah.
Mexico.
It wasn't... Was it Lenin or was it Trotsky? I think it was Trotsky.
It was Trotsky.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Shout outs to Trotsky.
Shout out to Trotsky.
Yeah.
He really...
Man, it looks like a walrus.
Did he? Was he?
I thought he kind of looked like a
Yeah,
walrus.
looks like a walrus.
Shout
Well,
outs
it's
to
just
that.
He doesn't have the teeth, but...
it's the
teeth.
mustache. Yeah.
Like the guy from Mythbusters.
Yeah.
Oh,
The walrus guy.
what's his name?
With
Jamie
the
Hewlett?
beret.
Jamie Hewlett's the guy who fucking draws the gorillas.
Oh, wait, shit, you know, Jamie's something else.
You're right, though. It's Jamie and, I don't remember what the other guy's name is.
Adam.
Adam and Jamie, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Jamie Hewlett.
Jamie, you want to draw?
Yeah, you want to pick one?
Going in a circle. We got a big one.
Favorite pranks.
That's you, isn't it?
No, this
No.
is me. I literally picked all mine. I know. I guess you picked one of mine.
Favorite pranks?
Favorite pranks.
Like what?
Like what? Like a squishy? The ketchup thing is on
Yeah,
your
yeah.
From Captain
Whoopee
Underpants.
cushion.
Dude, I've tried that shit before.
Yeah, I've tried it too.
Does it work?
But there isn't really a good way to monitor if it works.
You just
Because
hear...
you can't really you can't camp out in the bathroom.
You
could,
have to,
but-
you have to sit down in it yourself.
Test it out.
Why would you? But then you're just pranking yourself.
Yeah, but you're testing whether it works.
It's a sacrifice.
I feel like you could just put the just go like that with your hands down on the
Oh yeah,
toilet
that's
seat.
true as well.
You don't
well,
have to-
no, but you
It'd
don't
probably
know.
just slip out. You'd look ridiculous.
Or they probably just don't. I don't know. It would probably
Detonate.
just shoot out the back or something.
You got them from
Captain Underpants.
Captain Underpants. Yeah, that's no. They call it a squishy.
Yeah. Wait, what other pranks are there?
Whoopee cushion.
Your favorite pranks? Well, yeah.
These are like basic.
Yeah, that's what I mean. What did you have in
Yeah,
mind?
like, yeah.
I
What
was thinking like YouTube pranks or like times we pranked our
Kissing
friends.
prank.
Kissing prank. Yeah, stepping on people's shoes in the hood. That's my favorite prank.
Getting beat up in the hood.
Yeah.
I was thinking about times we pranked our friends.
Oh, fucking yeah!
Like
Those
what?
are actually really funny. Like always messing with our friend Attila when he falls asleep. Like last time at Alex's, Attila fell asleep and Alex sprayed him in the face with what, lens cleaner?
He was wearing his glasses, to be fair, so he was maybe there was some good intention.
But he woke up immediately and started throwing punches at Alex.
And then just like, and then put him in a headlock. And I think Alex's center of gravity was so strong that he couldn't take him down.
What was the
Sarah
original?
Bass.
The Where's Babushka thing?
Where is Babushka? Because our friend Attila, he's Bosnian, which is it's
It's a meme.
it's basically Russian. basically. Even though it's not. It's in the balcony.
No.
But, so, no, he was sleeping, and, our friend, like, poured, like, poured a little bit of water on his face. Like, they were waterboarding him. And it was just like, where's babushka? And then he got up and then just started speaking in Bosnian, like, very angrily. And, like, came at him. And it was like, our friend was filming it, and it was like a found footage. It was like, it looked like Blair Witch. It was really funny.
Located cryptid.
Yeah.
Attila, where is babushka?
Cryptid out.
Cryptid time!
I'm talking about cryptids.
Attila the fun.
Yeah. That's his handle on
kissing pranks. All right, so what other prank? Oh yeah, I forget where we were driving, but we were in the car with you, me, and Josh, and they had that Mio that shit you squirting water, and they were squirting it at bikers.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Not like motorcycles, but like
people on bicycles.
As I felt so bad. That shit is like sticky and gross. And they fucking react and be like, ah!
It's really funny. What's actually, I mean, it's really hard to hit people.
Oh yeah, you didn't really
because
it is
because you have to take account of how fast the cars because it's kind of like you're going so fast.
It's like a math problem.
It is a math. It is a math.
I'm driving 25 miles an hour.
I don't think I've personally ever gotten anyone, but
I've seen one person get hit with the Mio.
And
Speaking of Attila, he's terrible at squirting with the Mio.
I did not.
It's hard.
I felt
it is hard.
I felt very guilty to be part of that pack.
Yeah, you didn't approve.
I did not approve.
What about the classic, the absolute classic, shouting at people outside the side of the car? Is that a prank? Is that a gag?
Driving down in downtown Campbell, yelling at people.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to tell the story with
Attila.
Yeah.
No, where's your? Yeah.
Oh my
boy,
that's
a bad one.
I don't know if I should say that.
Oh come on.
Okay, so basically,
I don't want to incriminate him.
Well, our friend whose name shall not be known.
You just said who it was!
Well, you know.
Anyway, we were driving through downtown, and said friend, we were shouting at people at downtown Gamble.
Like you do.
And
not like catcalling people, but just like yelling funny things at people because it's funny.
Because it's funny.
Where's Mario?
Yeah, oh yeah, no, that's later. Let's do that one. So fucking.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us were there, but we heard, this was on Halloween like a year or two ago. Some of our friends were driving through our downtown. And there was just this like one guy dressed as Luigi from Super Mario Brothers walking just by himself, and then people were like, roll down the window, and they're just like, "Hey Luigi, where's Mario?" And then everyone in the car's just like, "Where's Mario? Where's Mario?" And the guy just starts running instead of like laughing at how he just starts running. He's like, "Leave me alone." Dude, and apparently they chased him all the way up the street.
Oh, he was running away?
Yes!
That makes it...
No, he was running towards them.
I thought he was
I'm
angry.
gonna fucking get you.
No, he was running away.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It is sad, but it's also
terrifying.
It's harassment,
Where's
basically.
Mario? But anyway, you're not gonna get away with this unnamed friend.
Yeah, come on.
We were driving through downtown Gamble, and we see an Indian couple coming up, and I think it might have been Jaydon. Anyway,
it was not me.
Someone says to Attila like, "Oh, you should say, hey, where's your master?" And then Attila's like, "Oh, okay." And then
that was not me, for the record. It was definitely not.
Okay,
like
it wasn't Jaydon.
I totally stay away from fucking that kind of shit. When I'm having a giggle.
Yeah, and it turns out.
Well, then he did it. He leaned his head out the window and shouted at this Indian, "Go, hey, where's your master?"
And we're like, "Dude!" Like, no!
Well, the thing is, you knew the guy.
No, you're thinking of a different.
Oh, that was a different thing.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about that other thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's a similar story. Except you ended up knowing the person.
Well, that wasn't me. I was just in the car with someone who did it. Whatever. I don't want to talk about it.
It's a touchy subject. All right. Well, do you got any more pranks you want to share with us?
No.
Okay. This has been very informative.
We are good people.
Yeah.
See, like
CeeLo Green.
These aren't, I don't know. I do want to say, like, this is very much.
Who wrote this? Random Wikipedia article?
Well, that was me.
Why?
I don't know. I felt like it was, it's interesting. What did you want to say, Jaydon?
No, I just want to say that, like, these people were
they
not
deserve
us.
it.
No, they don't deserve it. And I'm hesitant to bring it up because I don't want to, incriminate anyone.
Yeah.
But we aren't bad people.
I did not partake in any of these.
Or we didn't even necessarily approve
of doing it while you were doing it.
Yeah. We don't recommend it.
But it is kind of funny.
It is kind of funny. It would be. I mean, we'd be lying if
entirely harmless. Also, just yelling funny shit at people.
Well,
not when it's not
like
deliberately
ethnic.
racist.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I mean that. But that's like emotionally harmful, I guess. But Still.
Well, I still think that could be worse than, I don't know, as bad as physically harmful.
As bad?
Yes.
As physically harming someone?
Yes. Because you can fucking heal from...
Yelling a mean word at someone as bad as physically harming them.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Is that not?
No, because you can heal from physical wounds. Then you can't heal from mental.
I don't know. This is getting too... I don't know. I'm starting to
weird.
feel bad about myself. I'm starting to wonder whether I should put this on the internet.
It's too late now. It's up there. We're live streaming this. I forgot to tell you.
Oh, really?
Okay, well, what is the random Wikipedia article you wanted to share?
Well, it's random. I don't know. Helen de Michel? Anyone know her?
No.
Okay.
You're on a website that's like randomly generated Wikipedia.
What a good idea.
Anybody the Inabe district?
Nope.
This is a very good idea.
I'm gonna get one that's gonna work.
It's random. There's a
Belmont Sutton?
Nope.
No.
I'm drawing a new thing.
Kedara? I'm gonna keep going through these, and
waste
eventually I'll
of
get a good one, and then we'll be like, Guillermo Martinez?
Nope.
You guys know nothing about the Cuban javelin throwing
This is
team?
good and very funny and entertaining.
Tina Bockrath?
No. It's like a Star Wars character.
No,
Moving on.
She's an actress in certain kinds of movies.
Porno.
Okay, can we move on?
I'm looking at Tina Bockrath.
Best places to rob. Is that you?
Yeah, it was me again.
Well, of course it was. Murder, robbing, and random Wikipedia.
It's the 3 R's. Oh, that's only 2 R's. Shit.
Murder.
Well, what did you mean? Best places to rob?
Well, I don't know. This is another thing I thought of. I kind of like the two were linked: the murdering people and the robbing places. Well, and again, like
It's the same crime.
Just another disclaimer: we are good people.
Jaydon is really
Possibly.
Jaydon's feeling the guilt.
It's
tonight.
very.
Are we?
No, not even guilt. I'm just feeling it's very easy to like.
Well, we're telling
not-
all the worst stories.
To
about
not
ourselves.
know us well enough to understand that we are not serious about really anything. We have no opinions, and
That's
everything
true.
is just
Everything's
jest.
ironic all
Everything's
the
a
time.
farce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, I don't know. Like
Let's talk
I used
about
to when
the
I was a kid. Like I would just like kind of think like, how would I rob like this
Dude,
bank?
that's not. It's not normal.
I think that's really. I think that's
8-year-old.
normal.
What if I just killed this guy?
That's what anyone would say with thoughts that they have. If you have a specific thought, you just assume everyone else has had or at least other people have had a specific thought. You're normal. If it's normal to you, then it doesn't mean it's normal for everyone else.
I guess I don't know. I feel like that's not like so ridiculous. Like
I haven't like in depth thought about the logistics of it, like robbing somewhere. Is that what you've thought about?
Yeah.
Well,
at
like
a
what
bank,
would you
like how
rob?
would you do it?
A bank.
No, a bank. That's like different.
That's like the hardest one you could do.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's kind of
feasibly.
Well, it's kind of like that's the point of it. Like that's the thrill of
That's
like
the thrill.
thinking of it. Versus just like robbing a liquor store. It's like, well, I'd probably get a gun
Yeah.
and then I'd hold them up and then I'd take the money.
Well, in a bank, isn't it like bulletproof glass and like they can like lock the doors and shit?
Exactly. That's why you think through like, man, like what
the fuck would you do? How the fuck would you rob a bank in 2018? They got fucking technology, man.
I don't know.
Well, you're the expert.
Well,
I've been thinking about this your whole life.
I don't know.
It's your calling.
I
We should just be in the Italian job, basically.
Yeah.
Go steal safes.
See, whenever you say the Italian job, I imagine someone pleasuring themselves with a sub sandwich.
Is that Jay,
all,
normal
all
thoughts?
right. Yeah.
I mean, I just assume everybody.
Well,
thinks it's
true.
good.
You got me there.
Well, I mean, I feel like, well, this is probably wrong. Stephen, with no knowledge of how much money is in a bank, I feel like you could just rob a bunch of small places and then eventually get as much as you would get from a bank with a lot less risk. You know what I mean?
I feel like generally robbing places is not a good idea.
Yeah, yes, of course.
No, I don't
I
know.
mean, like a good idea morally, or just like it's not a good idea, like you're gonna get caught?
Yeah, you're gonna get caught.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's like it's really easy to get caught. Everywhere has cameras,
Yeah.
and I don't know, like the you're not gonna get away with that much.
No.
Like even
And
like-
you can't like once you hit one place, you're like wanted basically. So
Yeah,
you have
exactly.
to like leave town. Yeah, you're not gonna get away with it more than twice or 3 times.
It's a weird. It's funny how like pop culture and like shit kind of like distorts the way we think about certain things because it happens so much. It's like how many How many banks have like really been robbed ever?
I mean, a fair
Plenty.
amount. Yeah.
It's definitely a
At least in the last 50.
Now.
In the last 50 years, like.
There was one in Bend that got robbed. I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. It's not like as common. It's not like would you picture like mobsters in the fucking whatever era that was. I'm not gonna embarrass myself by guessing. But,
no, come on.
The 1980s.
No. Wait, no, that's actually way earlier than that.
No, I know. Whoa. I was joking. No, it's not. I know it's not the 80s. I actually don't know when the mob was.
2010, seemingly 5,600 banks were robbed.
In America?
5,600?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's actually a lot.
Well, you know what? If you think about like the middle of the country, there's got to be a lot of just fucking like banks that have like no funding or like they just have like shit security.
Yeah.
Because when you think of like a bank, I don't know. I think of like fucking downtown Manhattan, like the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Not like fucking.
That's not that wasn't a bank. That was the stock exchange.
Also, wasn't downtown Manhattan. It was Gotham City. So.
Oh. We all learned something.
Jaydon
proved himself.
No. The Dark Knight. That was a bank.
Oh, the Dark Knight. Sorry, I was
thinking of Dark Knight
Rises. Yeah. Oh man, those movies are so
when Bane robbed the New York Stock Exchange, he stole all the stocks
in Bitcoin. Right, guys?
Topical. Your shares are mine.
The worth is dropping. I should sell.
Once the Nasdaq is in flames, you have my permission to die.
You have my permission to invest in Bitcoin. Jack, get off your phone.
I'm looking up about bank robberies.
I don't give a shit.
Or is he back
We made a rule. You wouldn't let me play Fight Club.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually.
Let's watch Fight Club.
How did we
vampire-themed Fight Club?
How did we pick actually 0 of my things? Oh, yeah, because they're really small and they went to the bottom.
Yep.
All right, can we move on from robbing? I'm just going to take that as a yes.
Yeah,
you guys are... I'm just going to say, you guys give me shit for being on my phone. You're both on your phones. Right?
I'm looking at random...
I'm texting my mom.
I'm looking for random Wikipedia articles still. Susan Reynolds? Anyone?
No.
Okay, Jack, enough with the fucking that.
Why are you so angry?
Jorgen Zoega. Alright, that's all I'm going to say.
This is nonsense. Nobody knows what these are.
Dude, why are you so mad?
Because I'm an angry little boy. Alright, Tinder/Bumble shenanigans. Also, Stephen's weekly insect fun facts. It's a double.
Did you write that?
No. I may have wrote that. I gotta get my fun facts out.
Let's talk about earwax.
Earwax?
Jack and I can talk about earwax
I'm gonna look up insect
for at least
fun facts.
10 minutes.
But no, I was serious about, well, both of them, but the Tinder Bumble shenanigans. Because we were talking earlier about, like, I don't know, like, the game, how you're supposed to fucking play the game with Tinder and Bumble. Like, I don't know.
We're all very lonely men.
Yeah. That's just a given.
There we go.
But, like...
Woo!
Lonely hour.
Can I get a hiya?
I don't know. Well, you guys are more successful than I am at Tinder.
Because Jack and I actually try to understand the algorithm and we play the game.
Well, I'm interested in just knowing it.
No, I don't
really
know. Like,
care
honestly,
about
the
doing
most success I've had with Tinder was when I wasn't... Like, my success on Tinder is petered out. I used to get, like, 5 matches a day.
Hey, Peter.
5 matches a day?
Yeah.
Dude, I think I maybe got, like, 5 matches, period, in, like, an embarrassing amount of time.
Yeah, but now I get, like, a match every other day, or maybe, like, 1 or 2 matches a day, or
That's
something like that.
Good, dude. I never get matches. I just don't
Matches don't mean anything, though. Because a match is worthless.
A match, honestly, is worthless.
It just makes me feel better.
Well, yes, that's exactly...
A match is essentially a penny. And if you get, like, 100 matches, you might get 1 where you potentially meet up with them.
You make $1.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it definitely is a game that you have to play, and it's definitely work. And, like, it's difficult.
Also, if you're a guy, you're in complete utter disadvantage.
Well, you're expendable.
Yeah.
I mean, they get their pick of the litter. That's just how it is in general, but yeah, I mean, why it bothers me is I feel like you have to, like, be fake to be successful.
Well, and also I feel like most people, at least most girls, have Tinder for validation purposes as opposed to
interest in
actually meeting someone.
Or just people to hook up with.
Well, that's what I was saying, but I was trying to be classy.
Sorry. Very uncouth of me.
Oh, also the people on Tinder who are like, I'm really just here to make friends. I always wonder, like, I think you can tell people
make friends with your penis.
You can tell based on people who say that you can tell based on their profile pictures whether or not they're actually serious or whether or not like you can tell based on their like how weird their pictures are.
Yeah.
If their pictures are kind of weird, they probably are actually going to make friends. But if they're very like, you know, they got their little butts out.
Very large butts out, and
sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that girl we saw last night at the Mr.
Holy
Heavenly concert.
moly, yeah. So at the Mr. Heavenly concert, this was like, there's this girl with her tits so close to being visible, I actually couldn't believe they were out in the wind. Like the force of God was barely like containing.
She was very well endowed.
And they were just falling out of her shirt.
It was like good for her, but it was like, damn, like I don't know, like if I were her, like I would just be nervous. Like
felt like the smallest
and it was
movement.
also it was freezing.
Yeah, it was really cold
inside and outside of the venue because that was the first time I've been to a concert where I've had like 2 layers on.
Yeah,
and
not
it didn't.
Super hot.
Not once did I feel warm.
Yeah, neither did I.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
and even the people like Nick. We were talking to Nick after the show. He's like, "Is it freezing in here? Is that just me?" Yeah. It's like, no, it's freezing. It's really cold in there. It's the coldest it's ever been in a venue. And I've been to the Fillmore before, and I don't recall it being that cold. Yeah. I wonder if the heat was just off or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to find cool insect facts.
Why did you write it if you didn't have something already ready?
Yeah.
Well, fuck you.
No, you're the one who fucking gave us shit for that, or me shit for that at least.
Well,
Steven, stop looking at insect facts.
This is pertaining to the podcast.
Dude, it's just...
Yeah, so was random Wikipedia articles.
Yeah, but that wasn't funny.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, so random insect facts, that's hilarious, right?
People are...
Okay, give me an example, Steven. Give me an example of random. Just off the top of your head.
I'm trying to find...
There's no wrong answers. Give me.
Well, I don't have any of them.
Just give me a random... Here, Jack, give me a random insect fact.
Insects have...
They're very small.
Woo! Can I get a Reddit to walk them out? Woo! I turned to Ric Flair right there.
This is a mean podcast. You guys are mean.
You deserved it.
Yeah.
What? No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, Steven never deserves it.
Wow.
What is this? What is this? What is happening?
Dig deep.
Why is it Jack and Jaydon versus Stephen all of a sudden?
Oh, now you know how it feels, Steven.
What? Fuck you. You know what he's doing. He's trying to pit us against each other.
You know I had to do it too.
8 crunchy facts about insects. That's the wrong word.
Crunchy?
That is a weird word.
It makes me think of like a Twix. Twix are really good candy bars.
2 billion people regularly eat insects. That's a lot more than
a lot of people...
Well, I mean, 1 billion of those are Chinese people.
Indian people eat a lot of insects
well, there you go. China and India eat all the insects.
Dude, insects, I would eat insects.
I've eaten a grasshopper.
Really?
Grasshopper.
Yeah, champulines. They're like...
in Mexico?
Yeah.
In Mexico.
It did what to your penis?
Good shit.
Woo!
Well, I've never eaten an insect. I don't really want to. Locusts taste like shrimp. That's what science says.
Locusts taste like shrimp?
That's what it says.
Huh. Have you,
A plague of shrimp. It's like Outback Steakhouse.
How many times have you met up with people on Tinder, Jaydon?
Once.
Oh, just that once?
Yeah. I got stood up once. And then, like, it was really weird. Like, this person, like, said they wanted to meet up, and then it was, like, we had scheduled something for, like, basically a week after we had said that we were going to, like, we were talking. And then, like, the day before came, and I was like, is this happening? And then she was like, no, this came up. I can't do it, but let's try it. I'm like, well, do you want to do it next week? Or so, whatever. And she's like, yeah. And then that time, like, I texted her, and she didn't respond, and then it was, like, the time, and I'm like, I assume you're not coming. And then she read it, like, and didn't respond. And then continues to follow me on Instagram and like my photos. It's like, who are you? It's like, what is...
Yeah, that's odd.
That is incredibly odd. Because some things will happen and they'll, like, delete. Like, I still have them on Snapchat. I still have them on... I should delete them on Snapchat. I don't know why I haven't. Probably low
I never understood, like, I get it, you can accidentally, like, super like people, but, like, people... This sucks. Like, I'll match with someone, like, finally, I'll be like, hey, and they'll instantly unmatch me. It's
you
like,
can't start with hey.
Message received. I know, that's another thing that bothers me about Tinder. It's like, you have to be fucking jokey McJokester and be like, hey, like, what if I just fucking, like, just shat all over the floor? Wouldn't that be crazy? You're like, wow, this guy's crazy.
I don't know. My strategy generally is to, like, look for something in their profile and, like, use that to...
Yeah, I've tried that, but, like, actual conversation doesn't seem to work. You have to fucking, like... be funny and just, like, I don't know.
No, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. I've only ever met a...
It is really hard just in general to meet people these days.
Yeah.
If you're a millennial, it's really hard to meet people.
Well, most people have like social anxiety, so it's hard to just like come up to talk to people.
I know at least me, I don't know about you, Steven, but me and Jack like.
I do. I certainly do.
Oh, I don't. Like I've total like I don't have social. I've never had social anxiety.
Really?
No, I still
don't
think
really have social anxiety either.
And I still think it's really hard to meet people.
Yeah, while I don't
I'm just
really
kinda
have
shy.
social anxiety, I don't know. It feels there is definitely something weird about
I don't think
talking to people.
I don't have like diagnosable social anxiety. I just think I'm kind of shy and I don't really like I'm not really comfortable doing that.
You look a cute Japanese girl.
Yeah.
I hide behind my hands and cover my mouth.
Very accurate
what it is
portrayal.
really is like it's tough to like if I'm put into a situation where I have to talk to people, like if I'm in a class and like I'm in a group, great.
Yeah.
Like I can get along great with people. But like
approaching someone that you've never met like in public.
Yeah.
It's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like
that's unthinkable.
It really is.
Yeah, that shit is really nerve wracking.
Yeah, that shit.
Or like even if you're in the same class.
Yeah.
Just like
if you're not
you look interesting. Yeah.
If you're not
wow,
sitting
you look
next to
really
each other.
interesting. What's going on there?
What the fuck? Why is your ear all the way over there?
Your parents drink? What's going on?
You know, if you're not sitting next to each other, it's really hard. Even if you're in the same class. I mean, there was that chick in me and Helen's class who was interested, who's married with a kid.
Oh yeah.
My fucking luck.
Welcome to community college.
Yeah, I guess so. But she looks like my age. Like
no, there's a girl in my class who looks like my age, and she's married with a kid.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Insanity.
To say the least. All right, well, that's all the Bumble Tinder things I have to say. Now I'm depressed.
I feel like if you're on Tinder, you have an advantage if you just want to smoke. Like, just put in your bio, like, trying to smoke. Because then, actually, people, like, stoners are they're way too trustworthy people.
Honest, that was when I got, like...
The most matches.
The matches that isn't exactly, like, correlated. Like, I don't know exactly why I got more matches then, but the most, like, activity talking to people, for whatever reason, was, like... I don't know, but back when I was doing drugs and like I could just talk about drugs and people were like attracted to that for whatever reason.
Right.
You're a bad boy.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess I'm
bad.
It's like, hey, I'm really depressed and all I want to do in my life is get high. It's like, oh, dude, that's sick. You're fucking like a legend. You're a resident James Franco.
You want to like?
He's a bad boy, I guess.
Yeah, he's got the
a rapist.
He's not really he's not quite a rapist.
He was just a.
He's on the bottom. He's on the bottom of the pyramid. You know
I disagree that there's a pyramid. I feel like you're either a rapist or you're not a rapist.
Well, no, but I don't think that's legitimate. But what did he do?
Well, from what I've heard, he would cast scenes of like orgies, and then in these scenes, he would like actually stick his dick in chicks.
Wait,
that's
really?
rape. That is rape, like unequivocally so.
I didn't know about that.
If that is true, that is rape.
Oh, see, I didn't know why people were freaking out. I didn't know it was that. I thought it was just like a Louis C.K. type thing where he just like showed them his wiener and they're like, ew.
I don't think girls. Well,
what?
No, I was about to say I don't think girls would be ew if James Franco showed them his wiener, but that's if it's not.
That's a pretty off-color comment.
That is a pretty off-color comment.
I mean, probably less so than Louis C.K.
Yes, but obviously,
that's tough ground to tread.
No.
I'm not saying it's okay.
I agree. That's not correct.
That's not okay.
Like, yeah.
Shout out to James Franco's penis.
Can we bleep this whole segment?
Why are you so sensitive about the James Franco's penis?
I don't know.
Jack,
why
just let me not
tell you? Dude, what's going on with you, man?
I don't know. There's some off-color stuff. We're on very thin ice right now.
But we've not said anything.
I don't think we have. Like, no. We have. I don't know.
So we can just quit while we're ahead.
Yeah, why don't we just do that?
This will all be edited out later. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Jaden will edit it.
You guys think I actually edit this? You're in for a fucking nothing coming.
Shit.
Well, no. I do actually have I have a couple stories of meeting people on Tinder. But
okay.
You have some good stories.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait.
Yeah.
I have one in mind that I think is pretty funny.
Which one?
Hiding behind classic burgers.
Okay, so that's the best one.
That's one I know.
So I met up with this girl. We'd like talked and we're like, oh yeah, like we both smoked weed and like whatever, and fucking it's like, okay, like let's get together and smoke, and it's like, okay, where do you want to meet? And like she told me this park in Palo Alto, huge fucking park, and so I drive up there. I'm like, okay, this seems cool, like smoke some weed, never a bad thing. And then like get there and I meet her and she is not what she looked like in her pictures, like at all. And I was kind of like, oh.
She was hairy.
Oh boy, she was very hairy. She had like a little happy trail going on. She was wearing like, she had like the kind of like running shorts, sports bra look going on, which was not very becoming.
Here, wait, can I segue for a second?
Yeah.
Maybe people might get angry at me for making this comment, but I just want to I want to share my feelings. Like, because there's a trend now, at least I can tell, of girls growing out their armpit hair.
Yeah.
And it's really perplexing to me because as a guy, if it was socially acceptable, I would totally shave my armpit hair.
Yeah.
Armpit hair is just really uncomfortable. It makes you sweat more. It makes it harder for deodorant to actually work. It's more itchy. I don't get why you would want to have armpit hair in the first place. Well, like, and obviously people can say, well, like, you know, you can do anything. Like, you could shave your armpit hair. It's like, yeah, but...
I don't think it's that socially unacceptable to shave your armpit hair.
No, but, like, I don't want to be going to, the gym and, like, I don't know.
No, I get it. But, I mean, it just... Yeah. Anyway.
It's not something that I care enough about to do.
Yeah.
But it's just, like, I don't know. It's, like...
Well, and it's, like, they dye it and shit. Like, I knew someone who'd, like, dye her armpit hair, like, pink.
It's, like, it's just curious. It's, like, it's not something It's not, like, a... It's not a... what is it? A game... I keep wanting to say game changer.
It's not a game changer.
It's a game changer.
It's not a deal breaker.
It's not a deal breaker.
Wait, it's not for you?
It's not a deal breaker.
If somebody had pink pits, you wouldn't mind?
I'm not going to say I wouldn't mind, but...
I probably feel
I don't know. I mean, like, you do you. It's just curious to me. It's like, I don't know why you'd want to, personally.
Well, it's not exactly about wanting armpit hair, I don't think. I think it's more the sentiment of, like, I can do this. Like, there's no reason for me not to be able to do this.
Well, it's like, I could shave my head and just, like, walk, but I think it would look terrible. Yeah. So I'm not going to do it.
Like,
even though it would make my mornings easier.
Yeah, but there's not a stigma against you shaving your head. But
I don't know. If you saw it, you might think so.
Ah!
I look a lot like Dopey because my ears are so big. I shave my head.
No, but there's a legitimate stigma against girls not shaving.
Yeah.
Or against girls not shaving.
That's true.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's...
Well, I understand not shaving legs more than I understand not shaving armpits.
Well, it's like they're free to do it and people are free to not find it attractive. It's like there's tons of like stigmas like how guys are supposed to be more masculine. It's like if they don't do that, it's like they're free to do it, but girls aren't going to find it very attractive most of the time.
Yeah.
Well...
No, there definitely are. There is a lot of double standards, but there also is a lot of good intentions. I think there's more good intentions than people being like, wow, like all salty. Yeah.
Salty boys.
I don't know. Let's move on to what you were talking about.
Yeah, so anyway, I mean, and I'm sorry, I was not attracted to the amount of body hair that she had.
There it is. I knew it.
She was not attracted to me.
Jack, not a real feminine. What? Why?
Hashtag not my...
Jack very
not my Lonergan.
Anyway, she's not very attractive. I don't know, just kind of weird in general.
It's a lumberjack.
I did not really like her, but I was going to take her free drugs. So we started smoking, and we smoked a joint at first, and I was just like guzzling it down. She's like, I got like plenty of weed. Like you don't need. I was like smoking like the last bit of the roach. Yeah.
Steven, what do we say about inside jokes?
Hey, you done plenty.
So anyway,
I think I've been pretty good.
I get extraordinarily high. I was very, very high, and then I don't know. The conversation goes into like, oh, like what are we gonna do? And I'm like, oh fuck, like I don't usually think that far. I just sort of like get high, and then I don't know, like stuff happens to me.
Oh god.
And then she's like, oh, like there's a lake nearby, like we can go swim in the lake, and I'm like, oh, like I don't know, this doesn't feel good. And she's like, oh, like we can go skinny dipping, like you like skinny dipping, and I'm like, oh no, this chick wants to fuck me in the lake. Oh no.
The Black Lagoon.
Yeah, so I just needed a way out, and I honestly don't remember what excuse I used, but I think it was pretty much a classic like, oh, would you look at the time? Like I really need to get out of here. So I'm high off my ass, and like I drove like high and drunk a lot at the time, which I'm not proud of, but I did. But even then, like oh my god, that drive home, because I was just fresh. Usually I wouldn't just like get fucking loaded and then jump in the car. There'd be like a little bit of flex room there. Period. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Where you kind of like settle into like, okay, all right, this is what's going on. Bearings. Yeah, exactly. But no, I just jumped in the car off my ass and drove away. And so
you're driving 17?
No, 85.
You're like a pirate on turgid seas.
No, it's driving 85 because it was down from Palo Alto.
It's like briny man.
But it was crazy busy with traffic because it was fucking 85 on a weekday. And so I'm like, I couldn't figure out. I was like in the traffic and I was so paranoid. It's like, how do you drive in traffic? Like, do you stop and then start, or are you supposed to like continue driving like at like a steady pace?
Didn't you? Wait, no, that was something else. Sorry, keep going.
So I was driving and then I started getting really paranoid that like there was there was a cop like following me. I think I saw police and I was like, oh my god. Like I get like this sober sometimes. Like I'll see a police officer and like I'll know that I'm like speeding a bit and I'm like, oh my god. Like for the rest 5 minutes I'm like looking at my rearview mirror. Like, are they there? Are they there?
I do that too.
And this is to an extreme. So I pull off the highway early and I'm like, oh my fucking god, like I gotta get off the highway, like the police are definitely following me right now. And I go to this a burger place where I was gonna meet my friend and I pull in, I'm like, oh my god, like they've definitely followed me off the highway, like I know they're behind
that's
me.
Me.
Oh, it's
that was
Stephen.
me, by the way. I'm your friend.
And so I
parked first I was like, side note, I was like meeting Jack there and I was like, alright, I'm here, like where are you? And then
yeah, I parked in the back parking lot and I was literally like hiding behind, like near the bushes, like behind my car. And since that's where Stephen
and then
found
Jack,
me.
I was like, hey Jack, where are you? And then without texting me, he just emerges from the bushes, just like, hey man, how's it going? It's like, what are you doing in the bushes? Hanging out?
I'm just hanging out.
We're like paranoid that the cops followed you there.
Yeah, that was...
Did they?
No.
Go figure.
It was one of my 2 Tinder meetups.
What was the other one? Was that the Chinese restaurant one?
Yeah.
I don't think I've even heard this other one.
Yeah,
you've heard it.
Yeah, you have. You were around.
Can you enlighten me?
Well, I met up with this girl, and...
Good start.
It was nice. It was a good time. We hung out and like watched Twin Peaks the first time she came over. And
you didn't watch Twin Peaks, though.
Well, no, but
Dude,
Twin Peaks was playing
in the background,
and it was nice. And then I drove her home.
Yeah, I know what this is.
Yeah. So then we like keep talking, and eventually we like schedule like another time. It's like, oh, like let's again, like we will, smoke pot, and it's like, oh yeah, let's go to Santa Cruz, and like I'm gonna buy a new pipe, and then let's like smoke on the beach, and like it sounds really nice. And so we went and did that, and that was actually all right until we get to the beach and we smoke, and like I feel like there are honestly a lot of people, maybe I'm making a generalization, maybe it was just her, but like there are a lot of people who say that they smoke a lot more than they do. Yeah. And she was definitely one of those people, because I mean at the time I was smoking constantly, and so like, I just got high like it was nothing, like it was just like same as being sober, but for her, like she was really fucking sketched out. Yeah. And like, I don't fucking know. It was just weird, and then we go to this Chinese restaurant, and I don't know, it was just very bizarre experience.
Was the menu in Chinese?
No, it wasn't. But I don't think I'd ever been to like a Chinese restaurant, like a sit down fucking menu ass restaurant.
You never been to Blue Sky?
No.
It's on
Blue Sky.
It's on Winchester, Bascom?
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. Blasted. I was expecting
buffet?
Or just like go up and like I'm gonna get some orange chicken,
like Panda.
Like Panda or like a fucking Chinese takeout place. Yeah. But it's like a restaurant. The food is damn expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole vibe was just very weird, and we were both very high, and she was like, I don't know, very high. And then I was driving back over 17, and like, she was like so weird with me driving while high.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, that's fine. Like, I understand that normally. Yeah. But our plan was to drive over here and get high and then come back.
Yeah.
What were you expecting to happen?
She was like you. She's like, well, I just don't think that far ahead.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, something will happen. I don't know. She was very weird with me driving back while high, and I don't know. It was just a very that was just very. It was just very weird.
Was that the one who texted you from the ER?
Well, yeah. So that's then what happened is that she got 5150'd, and there's like a whole string of texts between us about how she don't know, like
she had some breakdown.
Yeah, no, she did. She had a breakdown. Well, I mean, that's why she got 5150 because she was suicidal, and like, I don't know. It was just very weird. It just was not a good thing.
A good encounter overall.
No, just not at all. And then I was like, okay, like I don't really want to associate with this person anymore because like I have plenty of mental issues of my own. Like I don't need like a whole stack of like this other person's. Like I'm sorry. Like I don't really think I'm not in a position to help anyone, and so I kind of texted her just saying like, hey, like I have plenty of my own shit going on. I don't really think I can deal with both of ours in a nicer way than that. Steve actually helped me.
I tried to help you, and Matt was like, "That's fucking retarded."
Everyone was like, "That's ridiculous. Like that's not okay." I don't know.
I thought it was fun.
Anyway, that one wasn't really as good of a story, but
no, just a weird, strange encounter.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, which ones are left?
I wonder. The two popcorn kernels
crumpled
in the bowl. You gotta unfold it 7 times, like a katana.
What?
Then they're folded over 1,000 times.
A katana, like a sword?
Yeah, they fold the steel like 1,000 times.
Oh,
that's a very, very good reference.
I got it.
Shout out to
Scrawl, also. Ghosts? What's up with them? And a little face.
Yeah, with
like with the
well, we were talking in the car because like Jaydon, I forget how we got on the topic, but you were like, "Do you believe in ghosts?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, me too." And I was like, "Well, I believe in spirits and like angels and demons." And then you got very incredulous of that. Like I don't know, like they're both supernatural things.
I don't know. I believe more in ghosts than angels. I mean, I'm just not a religious person.
No, I understand that. But have you ever had like ghost experiences?
Yeah, something like that.
Really?
Nothing too crazy, but I do have a few.
Like what?
The first one that comes to mind was, like, keep in mind, these are very mundane.
Yeah.
Was when it was in my house. This is a note, a footnote. The person who owned, the family who owned my family home, my childhood home, before my family did, I think the last person living there was the father, and then all the kids had moved out, or whatever, the wife had died, or whatever. Yeah. And he fell off a ladder on the house and died.
You told me about
He died on the house. He died at the house. So
this isn't your current house.
Yes, this is my current house.
Oh, this is your current house?
This is my current house.
Oh, gotcha.
And I didn't know this.
Rest in peace, guy.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
Ladder guy.
But that's kind of crazy. Like, someone thinks someone fucking died at my house. Anyhow, I was probably in middle school. And I think it was just me and my mom in the house. My dad was out probably seeing a hockey game or something, and my siblings were not there. And I was just, me and my mom were in the living room watching some television show, and then I went to the kitchen, and I went to the fridge, and then she grabbed my shoulder, and I was like, what? And I looked over, and there was no one behind me. And I was like, oh shit. And I'm like, Mom, were you just in here? And she's like, no, I haven't gotten up. And I swear to God, like, someone touched my shoulder, like, while I was, like, in the fridge. And I don't, like, the thing with, like, ghosts and stuff, it's, like, it's more, like, if you think about statistics, it's more likely for it to be, like, anything else.
Well, yeah.
Correct.
Things provable.
But
yeah.
It's still
there's unexplainable things.
It's like, I definitely felt that, and I was freaked out, because I was like, holy shit, like, I definitely, like, this wasn't, like, I definitely felt it. I felt like someone was there, and they, like, grabbed my shoulder, like, to... Yeah. Let me know something. And that was it. And then this other one was, I don't know, I would qualify this as a ghost story. It's just something kind of unexplained. I was pretty young. Yeah. And I was really sick. And whenever I get really sick, I would stay in our extra bedroom, which is now my current room where I live. And I was probably like 6, 7, or 8. And I had such a bad, I had a flu. It was really just bad. Yeah. And I think my mother was in there with me, and then she fell asleep, but we both fell asleep in the bed together. And I woke up in the middle of the night, and on the ceiling was this red kind of like light. It was almost like if you like put like a scanner on a printer. Yeah. Like if you see what a scanner looks like, it just kind of scans around. But it was like that. It was red, but it was going all across the ceiling, like back and forth. And I was like, what is that? Like I thought, is the printer on? Like is there something on? Because this is where my mom's office was at the time, so there was. Like it was some sort of machine with a red light. So I wake her up. I'm like, what is that? And she's like, what? And I'm like, that fucking red light. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking. Like she couldn't see it. It was just me. I was like 6, 7, or 8. Yeah. And it was like it wasn't.
You remember that still?
because it wasn't traumatizing, but it stuck, something like that. Because it didn't also feel like, you have like fever dreams and like you really.
I was gonna say
it didn't feel like that. I was very much awake.
Yeah.
And like I had to grasp my surroundings, because sometimes the other night I had a dream where it felt like it was. You have those dreams where you like wake, like you don't see TV shows. You have dreams where they wake up, and something happens, and then they wake up again. Yeah. I had something that happened to me that happened. No, it felt like I must have had sleep paralysis, because it felt like I had a seizure in my dream. Because I remember waking up in my bed and then going out.
That's what it feels like.
I remember like waking up and then going out to like the balcony and then like trying to tell my mom something, and I couldn't. And then I fucking like it felt like I was having, like I felt like my brain was just like buffering.
Yeah.
And then I like woke up. I was like, oh my god, like that was awful.
Yeah.
But this felt the red light. It felt very much like I was awake for it. And it's just super weird to this day. My mom we both talk about this. We both have the same recollection of this.
Yeah. Sleep paralysis, it's not really like supernatural, because it's like your body's trying to wake you up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's super scary.
Fucking scary. It's happened once to me. It's like you're like not asleep, not exactly awake. For me, the way I remember, I was sitting there, I could see it, my eyes were open.
Yeah.
But I could not move my body, which is, sleep paralysis. The thing is, you're stuck in between, so your body tries to wake you up by showing you scary shit. So that's why a lot of people say they see like shadowy figures and shit, like I did, standing next to me, because it's your body trying to fucking wake you up by showing you scary shit, which is just mind blowing to me. Yeah, have you ever had sleep paralysis?
No, it's always like absolutely terrified the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's not fun. I only had it, I think, once. I haven't had a whole lot of like supernatural experience. I remember my dad telling me about some experiences he had, because I know it gets less believable the farther down the chain you go. Like, I heard this guy who'd like a friend and like this happened to him, but obviously I believe my dad.
I believe your dad.
Okay, well, I'm glad. He's a trustworthy fellow. They had some like family ghost. Like, he was infamous in their house. They called him Pete. He's Pete the Ghost. Was like, no, he was like, he wasn't.
I know, I believe it. It just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Well, apparently they had multiple encounters with him, so he was like well known. But like a couple of them, like my dad had this wicker chair as a kid. You know, like what wicker's made out of. When you sit up, it makes like a loud ass fucking noise. Yeah. And so my dad was sitting.
I've listened to the Glow Part too.
Oh, nice.
My dad was sitting there as a kid, and no one was sitting in the chair, and it made the fucking noise of someone sitting down in it, like, but no one was fucking there. So he was just sitting there, and it like made that noise, and that would scare the shit out of me if I was there. And then also he said something like he was watching TV and it started like flipping the channels. Like, but nobody was like touching the room. Shit like that.
That stuff is more like explainable, but due to like just random bursts of electromagnetic energy, we'll do that. Like some with like,
what, with television?
Yeah, like some with electronics, like never really.
I could see it with electronics. The wicker thing kind of freaks me.
Yeah, that's more. Yeah, that's definitely something to be a little more worried about.
Yeah.
With electronics, though, like poltergeist, it's like.
So I'm actually terrified right now.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm like really.
What's that white hand on your shoulder?
Please don't.
Okay, I'm
actually really scared right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I do too.
Like, I don't even believe in this stuff, and it just fucking terrifies me. Like, I get this feeling like there's someone behind me.
No, okay, I was just gonna say that. I was talking with somebody about this today with movies.
There's no one behind me.
Okay, please don't move so suddenly like that.
I was
Fuck, this is really scary!
I was talking about this with one of my coworkers today, because like, whenever I watch a scary movie, she's like, yeah, I like to like watch them alone and turn all the lights off. I'm like, you're insane. Like, I don't know. I hate that shit, because whenever you watch a scary movie, everybody's like, turn the lights off. And like, I don't know. I get this vibe, like, when I'm scared, that I'm just always like looking over my shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, I think what it's from for me is fucking Brett, my brother, would always scare the shit out of me when I was a kid. Like, he did the meanest shit. He would jump out of the bathroom when I was going in there. Like,
he'd be hiding in the toilet.
Ooga booga! I'd never expect you there.
Congratulations!
No, fucking one time he was in the shoe closet in the coat rack. His arms were in a sweater, and I went to. This is so mean. Jesus Christ. And I went to put my shoes on, and he fucking grabbed me with the sweater. It was one of the scariest moments of my entire life. I think it actually scarred me. So now I always am like expecting someone to fucking jump scare me.
No, the last time we did this podcast, I stayed the night here with Jaydon, and like.
Yeah, we were talking about scary shit last time.
I got really, really scared.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. There's something about being like.
He saw me naked. That's the bottom. I was I was going to the bathroom.
He's very pale.
No, but
Looks
I don't
like
know. There's like something about being in a house and like
a big house by yourself,
empty
at night.
Terrifying.
Like as a kid, I lived in a house like that. It's just fucking big, fucking scared the shit out of me.
Dude, I'm pretty sure my old apartment complex was haunted.
That's why you left.
Is that just your
dude? It used to be a fucking insane asylum, apparently.
Are you serious?
Yes!
That kind of shit is
so
scary.
Okay, here. Not an insane asylum, but like it used to be a mental institution.
Yeah.
Actually, like...
Oh, that's like...
And it's... No, because in my old building, I used to live in Los Angeles, it was like the walls of the rooms, each room had like these white brick walls. And when I first moved in, I joked, I'm like, this actually looks like a prison cell. Yeah. It looks like awful. And when I first moved in, I was like, oh god, like, what am I getting myself into? And once I furnished everything, it looked a lot nicer. Once I had like lighting. Yeah. As with any place you moved into. But like, it was just like super creepy. And there was just like there were some hallways that just had like bad vibes to them.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was really weird. Yeah, like I remember kind of like drinking with some friends and just kind of wandering around and just being like, man, like this just feels like wrong. Yeah, like there's something just feels like there's like something wrong here. Like I can't put my finger on it. And it's one of those things too. It's like people are living here. Like it's all sorts of like activity. It's not like there's no one around and it's like creepy. It's like, but there's something just.
Yeah. No, I don't. I know it's like non-scientific. Neither is fucking ghosts. But to like, I totally believe in the fucking like gut feeling thing where you're somewhere and you can just feel it. You're like, I need to be away from this place.
It's like you should be able to trust your instincts. Like,
yeah, like your instincts, just shit like that. I don't know, that kind of shit. I totally believe in.
Fuck with that. This is pretty off topic, but you saying that reminds me of the first time I was on acid, and I was in like a dorm room complex kind of thing, and I remember like walking out, or I like kept like looking out into the hallway, and there kept being this one person, and oh my god, like I thought she was a goblin. It was
you love goblins.
It was so scary. Like every time I looked out the door, I'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" And like every time I did it, she'd like change more and more. And like my perception of her would change.
That
like,
sounds terrifying.
Oh my god, she would just like morph.
Oh, that sounds so scary.
Fuck me.
Oh, I don't like that. That's not even like a horror story. That's just like a psychological thing. I was talking about this today. It's like I was watching Vsauce videos with my coworkers because she'd never heard of it before. Hey. Vsauce, Michael here. Aliens are real, or are they? But we were talking about like scary movies and stuff, and I was talking to her about like the Blair Witch Chronicles. The Blair Witch.
Remember the movie Chronicle?
I like that movie.
I like that movie too.
I know, with all like the Lego people made out of
That's biology.
I know, it's a joke.
I love that shit too.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's it called? The Blair Witch
Project.
Thank you. What's so scary about that movie and what's so good is it it never shows you what the scary thing is.
Yeah.
Because what your mind can conjure up is way scarier than anything that they could show you on the screen. And that's what I just like, that psychological horror is just so much scarier to me than some fucking guy with an axe chasing you around.
I hate horror movies. I hate feeling scared.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my god, I hate it so much.
I got peer pressured into going to a horror movie in the theater. It was awful.
It's not fun.
Actually, I'm not proud to admit this, but I fucking brought earbuds and I put them in my ears and listened to music while I was watching it because I couldn't deal with it.
I was actually scarred.
And there was a girl that I liked who I was sitting next to. It was awful.
Yeah. No, as a kid, I was really young and I saw, what was it? I Am Legend. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
And
terrible movie.
I didn't know how scary it was going to be. Because like me and my dad...
It seems like a fun like action movie.
Yeah, well that's what it was advertised as in the trailers. It looked like an action movie. And oh my god, it was so scary. I slept with the lights on for years. I was so traumatized after seeing that as a kid.
Jesus.
I sat the whole movie just like in a fucking ball, like covering my eyes. It was terrifying.
That book is really good.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, here. Do you think books can be scary?
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I don't know. I've never read like a legit horror book. Besides like the scary stories.
I've read like Stephen King. I've read Stephen King books and like... They're scary, but not to the like. I like reading them. I really enjoy reading them. Whereas like
it's a good kind of scary.
Whereas seeing a scary movie, like it's just like not pleasurable to me.
I don't know about like novels, but definitely like stories can be really scary. Like I've gotten really scared by reading things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially things that, like, in a non-traditional format.
Yeah.
Like, something that isn't billed as being, like, a scary story. I mean, certainly that stuff can get me. Like, even... Here's, like, full admission time. Like, even the fucking creepypasta about Lavender Town. That has spooked the shit out of me.
No, some creepypastas are like, oh no.
Yeah.
Haunted Pokemon cartridge.
But no, just like shit that you read on the internet. I don't know. That shit can be really scary.
You know, there's some Twitter thing this guy has that I follow. He's just like always updating. It's like real life shit that happens to him. It's like obviously fake, but it's fucking terrifying. Such shit like that. But yeah. No, I enjoy scary movies that are like thrillers, you know, and they're like well done. Like I really like Signs. Do you ever see Signs?
No.
That's a good one. But
M. Night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't. To me, it's just cheap. Like 99% of scary movies are just like boo and a loud noise, which takes no
like. I love The Shining. I think The Shining's a really good movie.
Shining's so scary. That movie.
That's a scary movie, but I like that movie.
No, it's well done
because it's not like there's no jump scares.
Dude, just thinking of those hallway scenes freaks me out. The fucking slow pans around the hallways.
Yeah, that's such a good movie.
Oh god,
especially like when he's like kissing the girl and she turns into like the old woman.
Oh,
and then the corpse. I haven't seen it.
You're
it's great. We should watch.
I'm glad.
Not tonight though, because
I'm
we are well deep into the rabbit hole.
Yeah, that scared the shit
out
of me.
Yeah, no, I'm not watching anything scary tonight.
We're watching Barney after this.
Watching Barnyard.
How do you guys feel about Barney?
Barnyard.
All right, let's pick the secret one, which is Over the Hedge.
How do I feel about Barney? He's the shit, man.
Really?
My grandfather's name's Barney.
I never liked Barney.
I don't remember. I watched him as a kid.
But I used to have to watch him because he was on before Zaboomafoo.
Dude,
Zaboomafoo's great.
Zaboomafoo.
The Krat brothers.
Let's wrap this shit up.
All right. Okay.
Unfold my million folded paper that I did. I don't even remember what I wrote.
Bees.
Good. It's a good thing I'm reading this one. Am I short or tall with the penis drawn next to it?
Oh, you personally?
Because we were talking about this with Helen.
Yeah.
Where we asked her, well, I'm definitely not tall, but I'm like questionably short. So I'm like 5.
Okay, are we talking about are we talking about height of the man?
Height.
Okay.
Jaydon.
Well, you said you drew a penis next
I know,
to
that was just for fun. Anyway, so we were talking to his friend Helen, and I don't know, like...
Stephen, put it away!
What?
We didn't want to see that!
Well, you didn't... I'm getting all, Louis C.K. up.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
You're chubbed out, dude.
Chubbed out. I got a half chub right
It looks like a fucking ghost.
It's very white, I apologize. Doesn't see the sun very
A lot of foreskin.
What? Moving on. Yeah, so we were talking about it. It's like I'm like the gatekeeper for tall people, because if they're taller than me, then people are like considered tall, but if they're not, they're short.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I feel like 6 foot is the cutoff.
Is 6 foot the cutoff
for being tall? Yeah. Because I don't consider
below
myself
6 foot isn't tall.
Yeah, I don't think I'm tall, and I'm like 5'10".
Wait,
Yeah,
really?
5'10".
You 5'10"?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 6 foot. You must be 5'11".
See, I've said I'm 5'11" in the past, and you're like, "There's no way. You must be shorter than that." No, don't get up. I don't care enough.
I care enough. I'm really curious now. Can you stand up?
I'm wearing shoes.
Jaden's wearing shoes.
I definitely am taller than you, though.
No, you definitely are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
I never
just the
realized
hair
that.
food.
But here, okay. Yeah, that's where my height is.
We're measuring.
So, like, there's
I
still,
don't
you got a
need
good
to
inch on me.
Everybody already knows I'm the shortest. But
Steven, I don't even envision see you as short.
that's what I'm talking about.
It's funny. It's funny because Ian is now taller than you, but I still think of Ian as being shorter.
Yes.
Ian and
Ian
and I are technically the same height. He wears fucking trainers all the time and gives himself a lift. Sorry, I gave away your biggest secret.
Ian's push-up shoes.
Ian's lifts.
He's wearing shape-ups. Get your shape-ups.
My mom has this.
I'm like 5'9", basically, I think.
I think everyone's mom has Skechers shape-ups. Mine certainly does. Love you, Ma.
Shoutouts to
You definitely are not listening to this.
Not a strong one to end on, but I just needed your guys' opinion because I have low self-esteem.
Just like this podcast is running out of steam.
Yeah.
This podcast has been running out of steam for a while.
Accurate, definition.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, let's wrap it up here then.
it's been nice.
Right,
It's been real.
It's been alright.
We've had our fun.
Yeah.
We've had our not so fun.
We've had our spooks. We've had our
Gaffes.
slight sexism at times.
Fuck off.
Slight sexism and racism.
Yeah.
You've really seen under the
Fucking
shell in this episode.
Yeah, I'm not.
And if you definitely, got this far, you won't see it next week.
Shoutouts to Alex, the only person still watching this.
Yeah.
This is for you, buddy. Fuck you. I hate
Thanks,
you.
guys. This has been.
It's been the Coming In podcast.
Do you want to do a harmony?
You start.
Like what we should say something like a barbershop quartet.
Come.
Well, you have to hold it. You have to
wait, no,
come
I was
in.
Come. No, I'm not gonna go high.
Jack,
Actually.
hold the note. Why'd you change?
You changed too.
No! This is going
I heard you
terribly.
change.
I was trying to
No,
adapt.
Stephen changed first.
Adapt. Survive. You know, Bear Grylls.
Secure, contain, protect.
This is the info war.
Well, thank you for tuning in.
This has been Infowars. This has been Infowars.
God bless.
Outro music.